lost as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
To number 80. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Britt. Pressure too much. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Just a single yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his running back, Evans. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And the Buccaneer first down.
They'll run on first down. Clancy. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the gun, Haskins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Evans. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Here's a first down throw that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Here's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The last run got 6, now second and 4. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
To number 80.
From 19 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
To throw on second down. Britt, open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's good. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
At the 47-yard line.
Off play action. Britt looking for Campbell downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Operating from the gun. Britt, the quick slant cut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On the delay, Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A gain of 9 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it with Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
At the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact. He's got it in, complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Gain of 14. First down, Buccaneers.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They go play action with Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Offensive 8 yards.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead. In this situation, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Britt, he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And Charles, this and Frank against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
At their own 48.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
41-yard line.
From the gun, Britt. And that is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Britt. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line.
For a Lion.
Throwing on 1st down. Britt.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
24-yard
The
line.
Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but it couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Haskins. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Haskins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Buccaneers 10.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
On the tackle. A gain of 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the getting positioning and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And on the ground they go with a running back. Some yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Taken down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's third.
Operating from the gun. Britt. Throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Just shy of midfield.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Haskins to Evans on the slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Haskins pass. Complete.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, Haskins. And he finds Howard complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And a Buccaneer.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 22.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
On 1st and 10. Britt, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running is Swift. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
to throw on 2nd down. Britt. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone, and he knocks it through. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
Been able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
His throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Britt. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, Britt. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Britt. Open man is Kirk, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on 1st down. Britt. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Swift. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Tampa Bay.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Following the turnover, it's Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That keeps the score, Lions 24.
Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. And he rifles one incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun. Britt. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Moss. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Moss.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Britt. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have the Lions first down. I do believe, Plus, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt. And this is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Britt. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, Britt. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Operating from the gun, Britt, and it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions add on those slants. Everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. 19. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now Haskins on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Pickup. 1st down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess?
At their own 24-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. On first down, Britt going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. First down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Britt. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Britt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run here with Swift. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Operating from the gun. Britt. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs and mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Open man is Ross, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Haskins. That's caught by Howard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's